Hey Charlie, nice job so far. Let's see what you have here. I can't see this one, unfortunately. It's gonna need to be resubmitted. I can't read it. I can see that's a rake, but that's kind of about it. Uh, Same for this one as well. This one I can see a little bit. If you want to, if you go out into the announcements, I po I posted one on, I'm just going to click and show you real quick. I posted something about how to improve the quality of week one sketches, and it really goes over how to do it in Photoshop. So that would probably be a way to really get some better quality out. It looks like you're using a phone camera or something. Um, you may want to get better light, and you may also want to just use whatever HD setting you have on your camera. There's usually one that's low res and one that's HD. So yeah, so let's look at these for a second. So this looks like, this doesn't quite look like a caricature yet. It looks like an assortment of objects still, which is fine at first, but we really want to create more of a caricature. God, I just can't see what these are, so I can't really give you feedback. Same with this one. I would suggest avoiding doing something too doll-like or humanoid for a head like this. And why is that? It just makes it really easy. And it's really not necessary. I'm going to show you some examples in a second, but we really want to try to create something interesting and something that has a personality, and to use a doll head or any humanoid features, it just makes it pretty predictable. So I'm just going to show you a few past student work, and just give you some tips about what really does work. These are finals, but the tendency with students is to do everything in straight on 1 point perspective. So if you do like this one's 3 point, right? Sides and a top. And again, from the side. And notice how all these objects kind of relate. And again, there's not a human looking head or anything. Now they used a pretty cool 3D thing for the monitor. See, again, it just makes it too easy. I mean, it looks cool, but this one came out pretty cool. Again, notice the use of perspective and scale with these objects here being further away. Again, really nice use of variety with all these images. I'm trying to find the garbage dump one. I have a couple of them actually. Here's one. Okay, this one came out really pretty good. He changed the name, which he definitely got a point deduction for, because again, there's a so-called client that we need to really stick with the specs. But his his changing the background to grayscale, I think really works. But again, there's kind of a top and a bottom, but again, it's not like a head that, like a head. It's just, this broken light bulb. And the challenge with doing the garbage one is one of the more challenging ones, is to find objects that don't look new. This looks pretty new. He could have found, objects that look older, and this looks pretty new. The tube looks okay. The garbage can looks great. Again, this looks new. So it just, it just takes away. So, if you're in Google image search, you can, there's a lot of different ways to approach it. And you don't have to get images from here. But, let's say I'm going to look at, let me see, like rusted garbage can. I mean, it's all about keyword searches, right? Or rusted metal. That's a good one. Oh, and then we get all these textures, but actually those are good to look at for backgrounds. That's like a tree though. So let's say rusted metal can. Okay, so it's got a chair. That's kind of some cool. This is like, you can't use anything that has a watermark like that. But here's a can too. That's pretty. So again, you kind of get the idea of what I'm saying when you start to look for images. You can get like a garbage can. Rusted garbage can. This one looks okay, but again, if you're going to use, you can get, you could do these searches and get ideas too. You really need to make sure you have a high enough resolution one. So, I have this over here turned on. I have show sizes turned on. And I also have under images, let me turn these tools off. It's going to look like that when you first start, but if you turn the tools on, then you can search the images by size. So if you say larger than 2 megapixels or 4 megapixels or whatever, you're going to get really nice big, like that's really nice and big. So actually one of these cans would work because it's big enough, right? So again, you might, that this is just a tool, and I'm going to do a little video about this. So just a way to approach this stuff. So even like, Broken Doll or something like that. Another place where they have a lot of stuff is on eBay, but no, see, these are all new, so you'd have to really find one. I mean, again, it's all about these keyword searches, so I'm sure you can do a better one than me. So anyway, if you could get these done, a couple of them better, it would help. There's going to be kind of a big point deduction because I really can't even give you feedback if I can't read the labels. None of them I could really read the labels except for the first one. Okay, so again, use good lighting. That really helps, and just turn the turn the resolution up on your phone or your camera. Okay.